early, and as long as there's no additional issues, this will be the final version released to the public. This releases to the public on September 16th. Apple announced this the other day at their iPhone 16 event, and iOS 18 will launch the same day along with other updates. Apple released a lot of other updates along with this one with iOS 18RC, iPadOS 18RC, updates for tvOS, HomePodOS, macOS, and visionOS. So all of those are actually releasing on September 16th. Now this particular update does have some new features and came in at 296 megabytes on my Apple Watch Ultra 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at the build number and talk about what's new. If we go into settings, then go to general, then about, you can see the build number is 22R349. As long as there's no additional issues, this will be the final version released to the public. Typically watchOS updates are fairly stable, so I would expect this to be the final build, but we could see something different once it releases to the public. As far as new features, well, there are some new watch faces they've actually added with this RC, and you'll see we have the Photos watch face. This is something they've shown before, but we have a new one here, and this one's called Flux. It actually fills in as the seconds go by. It looks really great, so we'll continue to let that go. You'll see it sort of changes it as it fills in, and if we press and hold, we can go to edit, and then we have different color options. So if you want to change this to whatever you'd like, and it sort of matches all of the new cases for the new iPhone. You can see there's ultramarine, but we don't have any complications. So this is a new watch face. I think looks pretty great, but it only tells the time without any of the complications. If we swipe over, we have another one that actually responds to movement. So as I rotate here, you can see a change in the background, and if we press and hold, and under our edit settings, you'll see some different colors here, of course, but we do have a different one that allows for complications if we change the overall style. So if we go back to the dial style, we can make it circular, then swipe over, change the color, and then add complications if you want to. So you have the option to use either one of those, and again, it shows different motion here as well. Something else they've added and updated in this version has to do with the speaker. So if we go into music here, so let's go into our music, you can actually use the speaker on the watch itself to play music. So if you want to play that, it will play directly from the actual speaker on the watch now, and the same is true for podcasts. So if we go into podcasts here, we'll go ahead and hit play on the 9 to 5 Mac podcast, and you can hear it. You can turn up the volume here,